And a good Friday morning to you. A major outbreak of severe weather overnight.
And there is even more on the way as we head into the weekend. Good morning. It's June 12th. This is Today.
Oh, my God.
A string of damaging tornadoes tearing across the Midwest overnight. Nearly 20 reported, destroying homes and buildings in Illinois. This dramatic rescue overnight.
I got a broken leg.
A man trapped in the rubble. And the threat now racing east with tens of millions in the path. Al's got everything we need to know. Close to a deal, President Trump calling off new airstrikes, claiming once again an agreement with Iran is in sight.
It's something that's going to get done.
But this morning, Iran pushing back, saying nothing is final. The very latest on where things stand straight ahead. Fight night, the White House gearing up for this weekend's massive UFC event under a towering claw on the south lawn of the White House to celebrate the president's 80th birthday. We're there with an inside look. That's rich. SpaceX making a historic debut on Wall Street this morning in the biggest IPO ever. Elon Musk, now set to become the world's first trillionaire. We'll go inside the mind-boggling numbers. Those stories, plus, let's go.
Alvarado's crossing. It's the goal he was looking for. It's Raul Jimenez, and it's 2-0.
What a thrilling start to the World Cup as football fever arrives here in America.
The last 4 years have been waiting for this moment.
We are going to get you ready for the U.S. men's big opening match tonight. And sound the horn.
Nice to meet you. What's your name?
Pop superstar Niall Horan ready to rock our packed plaza as he brings a must-see concert to kick off the weekend right today, Friday, June 12, 2026.
From NBC News, this is Today with Savannah Guthrie and Craig Melvin. From Studio 1A in Rockefeller Plaza.
Just a few have the happy faces out there on a Friday morning as we're about to welcome one of our favorites around here, Niall Horan, for a live concert on the plaza.
Yes, it's already packed out there. Everyone's pretty excited. Just saw a group of tweens dancing.
You know what? They came over here.
They came over
here? Right here. They just ran over. Look at this.
We see you. Let's go.
Oh, my God.
Let's go.
What's happening?
Whoa.
We missed the shot. You had Club Kid Craig over here.
I got into it.
Getting excited.
I got into it.
We'll have a lot of that coming up.
In just a moment.
Yeah.
Right now, though, let's get to that top story on a Friday. Another round of severe storms, folks, across a huge swath of the country overnight. This was the scene to the southwest of Chicago where a monster tornado swept through that neighborhood.
What a sight. It was one of 17 reported across 4 states in the past 24 hours, 11 of them in the state of Illinois. More than 60 million people are on alert today for more rough weather.
Meanwhile, take a look at this. The New York City skyline this morning, where it is already quite hazy and humid as well. Highs expected in the mid-90s with heat advisories stretching from South Carolina all the way to Maine. Highs set to reach some 20 degrees above average.
Al's got the full forecast in just a moment, but let's get started. NBC's Maggie Vespa in hard-hit Streator, Illinois this morning. Maggie, good morning.
Hey, Savannah, good morning. And by the light of day, you can see this damage is absolutely breathtaking. This home, obviously, completely destroyed. And neighbors just confirmed to us this is the home where they say a couple was pulled from the rubble, trapped in their basement after the tornado hit overnight. And then we push past it. It's not just this home. It's home after home, left totally in pieces as Mother Nature's wrath is being felt across the U.S.
Oh, my God.
Overnight, multiple tornadoes tearing across the heartland.
We're all completely safe.
Funnel clouds barreling through fields. More than a dozen twisters reported across Indiana, Wisconsin, and Illinois.
When it hit. I mean, it was like there was no time.
In the small city of Streator, an entire cul-de-sac sheared right through, with multiple other homes destroyed.
I think I got a broken leg.
One man injured and trapped under the rubble.
I think it's
this piece here.
This one here.
Spotted by a photojournalist before being rescued by police. In nearby Dwight, Illinois, the violent path of another tornado visible for miles. While at Chicago's Midway Airport,
there's a tornado warning, so we're evacuating the tower.
Both passengers and air traffic controllers rushed to safety as severe storms moved in. The wild weather causing thousands of flight delays and cancellations across the country.
That's an EF for you right there.
The twisters, part of a string of storms moving through the Midwest Thursday, battering cars with hail in Iowa and flooding roads, bringing blinding rain from Wisconsin all the way to Pittsburgh's PNC Park. And it's not just severe storms wreaking havoc.
I'm burning right now.
The East Coast battling brutal heat with record temperatures from New Jersey to North Carolina, where it reached 101 degrees. Some schools on New York's Long Island even letting kids go home early.
My daughter does not have AC in her classroom.
Americans trying to keep cool with the dog days of summer approaching. And back here in the Midwest, here's another example. Another home completely destroyed. Again, this entire area is just ravaged. Hundreds of thousands, by the way, across the Midwest without power. Thankfully, the good news this morning, no reports at this point of any serious injuries or deaths as a result of this latest storm. But obviously, just looking at the scope of the damage, thinking about cleanup and recovery, it's going to be a long road ahead. Savannah.
The pictures really tell the tale there, Maggie. Thank you very much.
All right, rough night for a lot of folks. Let's bring in Al. He's been tracking those overnight storms, also looking at today's threat for even more, huh?
That's right, and goes right on into the weekend, guys. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. We are looking today at this slow-moving low-pressure system crawling across Canada, less than 10 miles per hour. So that just created round after storm, just pummeling the area. Well, this afternoon, we've got the risk of severe weather here in the Northeast, New England, Mid-Atlantic states, from Burlington, Vermont, all the way down to Charlotte. Isolated hail, gusty winds. Good news is the tornado risk is low. Now, we've got a second system now just pushing its way through. Next round of storms will erupt across the plains where we normally expect this kind of activity. 14 million people at risk, wind gusts 75 miles per hour, damaging winds. Again, tornado risk is possible from Kansas City, Springfield, St. Louis. We're going to be watching that very closely. Then Sunday afternoon, we get a setup in the mid-Atlantic states and parts of the Northeast for 23 million people at risk, with tornado risk down low. That's good. But the hail risk low as well. Heavy rain, we're talking about anywhere 3 to 5 inches in parts of the mid-plains. And then the heat continues. We're looking at heat advisories for 80 million people from Albany, Boston, all the way down to Wilmington, guys. The good news is this next front coming in, knock down those temperatures and the humidity.
Okay, all right.
Thank you, Al. We'll check back in a minute. Now to the war with Iran. After several days of escalating attacks, the president has called off the next round of strikes, claiming a peace deal is once again imminent. NBC's chief foreign correspondent Richard Engel in Jerusalem now with the very latest. Richard, good morning.
Good morning, Savannah. President Trump is giving the impression that this is a done deal, that all that remains is to sign on the dotted line. But Iran says nothing has been finalized.
The world is waiting this morning for Iran and the U.S. to sign the first phase of a peace agreement. Last night, President Trump made what sounded like a declaration of victory.
We ended the war with Iran today.
Earlier in the Oval, Trump said a memorandum of understanding between the U.S. and Iran is all but done.
We just made a great settlement of the war with Iran, and we're going to be subject to finalization of documents. We should get done over the next few days. We'll probably have a signing maybe in Europe.
Under the framework deal, Trump says Iran would commit to never make, buy, or pursue a nuclear weapon, and that the Strait of Hormuz would immediately open upon signing, potentially lowering oil and gas prices. But the president has said a deal is close before.
We were very close to a deal. They want to make a deal so badly.
And Iran says it has yet to finally approve even the first phase of an agreement. The foreign ministry spokesman telling Iranian TV, "I can tell you that the text is mostly finalized," blaming the Trump administration for adding turbulence to the process by changing its positions. And Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, who says Israel wasn't party to the deal, has not agreed to suspend hostilities in Lebanon against the Iranian-backed militia Hezbollah. Iran has insisted peace in Lebanon is key to peace with Tehran. Yesterday's apparent diplomatic progress came amid threats from Trump. He said if Iran didn't agree to a deal, he'd bomb the S out of them and take over Iran's oil industry and a strategic Iranian island. Two U.S. military officials tell NBC News American troops in the Middle East were 3 hours away from launching fresh attacks when Trump called them off.
President Trump refused to say how long it could take for the U.S. and Iran to negotiate a final deal. Iranian media report this morning that it should take 60 days. Savannah?
All right, Richard Engel in Jerusalem. Thank you.
Well, now to this weekend's headline-making and controversial event at the White House. We've got a live look here at the South Lawn where a major UFC event will be held in celebration of President Trump's 80th birthday. NBC's Kelly O'Donnell is at the White House with more. Kelly O, good morning.
Good morning, Craig. President Trump is setting the stage for a high-profile clash, never seen here before, while also remaking his plans for a top national security position under pressure from Republicans and Democrats in Congress. The president is often at the center of big fights, political and otherwise. This morning, the White House grounds transformed for an unprecedented event. The UFC built a $60 million spectacle on the South Lawn to celebrate the nation's 250th anniversary and President Trump turning 80.
As you know, on June 14th, we're having a big fight.
The towering Claw, 90 feet tall, a temporary arena seating 4,000. The stage, an octagon. The string of fights expected in sweltering heat. An extraordinary display on public grounds. Corporate sponsor logos. The Oval Office used as part of the show.
The main event guys will come from the Oval Office.
Parachuters practicing for the event landing on the National Mall Thursday. That area drawing concern from the White House after giant markings of the numbers 8647 appeared on the grass. 86 can mean get rid of, and Trump is the 47th president. Those same numbers at the heart of a criminal case against former FBI Director James Comey after he posted a photo of seashells arranged as 8647. Comey saying he did not intend any violent association. Now authorities investigating the numbers on the grass on the mall. The president also making a significant shift to a top national security position, taking a swift turn, choosing a permanent pick for Director of National Intelligence.
Jay Clayton's an incredible talent, head of Sullivan and Cromwell. He was head of the SEC. He was now Southern District.
But the president also wants close ally Bill Pulte, a housing official with no intelligence experience, to step in briefly. Pulte's appointment had set off alarms, even from Republicans.
But I was quite certain the acting guy wasn't going to cut it.
The president has said he wants Pulte to reduce the workforce in national intelligence, despite having no experience in that sensitive area. Senators are moving quickly to get the permanent choice, Jay Clayton, confirmed as soon as possible, setting his hearing to start next week. A very fast pace. Craig?
Kelly O'Donnell from the White House. Kelly O, thank you. Quick programming note here for the very latest from Washington. Be sure to watch Meet the Press. If it's Sunday, it is Meet the Press.
A massive fire at a medical supply warehouse in California is still burning this morning, several hours after it started. It's happening in the city of Tracy. This is about an hour east of San Francisco. The fire started yesterday afternoon, and it quickly spread throughout the 1 million square foot building. Authorities had to evacuate nearby buildings, including Amazon and FedEx facilities. Thankfully, nobody has been hurt. Fire officials say a problem with the building's sprinkler system has complicated their firefighting efforts, and they say it could take a couple days to put this one out.
Well, we've got lots more to get to on a Friday, including the NBA Finals. New York still buzzing after that miraculous comeback Wednesday night over at MSG, giving the Knicks a 3-1 series lead over the Spurs. They could finally win the title for the first time in more than half a century tomorrow, but of course, Spurs have something to say about that. NBC's Jesse Kirsch has made his way to the Alamo City Force. Jesse, good morning.
Hey, Craig, good morning. Game 5 is make or break for San Antonio. The Spurs must win here at home tomorrow night. Otherwise, the Knicks go back to New York with some hardware. This series is far from over. It has been electric. But without question, the Knicks come to Texas with historic momentum on their side. New York Knicks fans are still riding high.
Knicks in 5!
After Wednesday night's jaw-dropping comeback.
4-point game!
We were all jumping, screaming.
Now the Knicks are just one win away from their first NBA championship in over 50 years. But for New York superstar Jalen Brunson, it's still all business.
It's not over yet. Not even close.
And San Antonio Spurs big man Victor Wembanyama says his team is sticking together.
Holding each other accountable, communicating, not pointing fingers.
On Wednesday, the Spurs led by as many as 29 points before the Knicks roared back.
Brunson gets it, fires up a three. Shot no good. The tip is gone. It's gone.
OG Anunoby's game-winning tip-in, making him an instant Knicks icon.
We're enjoying it right now, but we're just focused on the next game now.
A lot of fans focused on this series, too. The NBA says more than 26 million people tuned in for at least part of Game 3 on Monday night. That's the most for a Game 3 since Michael Jordan and the Bulls played in 1998. Then came Wednesday's Game 4. Exhilaration stretching from New York City subways to the streets and throughout Madison Square Garden's celebrity-filled stands. Mariska Hargitay posting a photo with Jalen Brunson and the caption, "Mad Respect." As for the punny Stevie Nicks t-shirt she and Taylor Swift wore, at least one version is already available on Etsy. Meanwhile, for fans in the Alamo City, early bliss unraveled, but they're not giving up.
Nobody wants the Knicks to win except for people in New York.
To keep their hopes alive, San Antonio must win at home tomorrow night.
Spurs in 7.
But if you ask Knicks fans, New York has a date with destiny.
This is our year. I'm super excited.
And you can see right now the Spurs home court is looking finals ready. San Antonio's head coach Mitch Johnson says everything the team has goes into this game. It's all that matters. But here's the catch. Even if San Antonio wins tomorrow night, they then have to win 2 more games in a row, including making a return trip to New York City's Madison Square Garden. As for Knicks fans, some may be okay with a loss here in San Antonio, looking to clinch at home in the Garden. But after 53 years of waiting, Craig, how much longer can Knicks fans possibly hold on to that excitement before it all bubbles over?
Yeah.
We'll find out tomorrow night if this keeps going or if it all wraps up right here.
I think most Knicks fans, Jesse, would be happy to just win one more game, wherever it is, just one more. Thank you, Jesse.
Get it done.
Get it done.
Seriously.
Right? Wouldn't you agree, Al?
Don't
Absolutely.
Get cute at this point.
Been saying Knicks in 6, but I'll take Knicks in 5.
Knicks in 5.
5 is fine. That's all good.
Yes.
All good. There you go. All right. Well, let's see if your weather's all good today. We're looking for some severe storms, especially in the mid-Atlantic states. Record highs as well. Sunny and mild behind that front around the Great Lakes and into the mid-plains. We've got a fire risk in the northern Rockies where it's been bone dry. Plenty of sunshine up and down the West Coast. Well, we're going to get to your local forecast coming up in the next 30 seconds.
Oh, welcome back. 7:30 now on this Friday morning. That's you. They're playing your song.
Oh, heaven.
Got a full house in the plaza for music superstar Niall Horan, Carson's buddy from The Voice, celebrating his new album, upcoming world tour. Got a special performance in that city concert stage. Gonna hear a classic or two. Here's some of the new
Also,
stuff.
Screaming Girls. I feel bad for them because he has a girlfriend now. In fact, this whole record is written about the night he went to a dinner party and met his girlfriend.
I know, and he's such a sweet guy.
He's the
He's your buddy. Could you see if he'll hum a few bars of Heaven? That's my favorite
He
song.
will. I'm sure he will.
Okay.
He is the best, and we're going to have a great time with him out on the plaza in just a little bit. But first, we're going to start this half hour with a record-setting day on Wall Street.
That's right. SpaceX is going public. It is a move that's turning Elon Musk, already the world's richest man, into the world's first trillionaire. You heard that right. Just look at it right now. A 1, followed by 12 zeros now.
All right, NBC's chief business correspondent Christine Romans is here with more. Christine, good morning. It's almost just like too much to fathom.
I know, mind-blowing, right? Look, as the founder of SpaceX, Elon Musk is on track to be wealthier than most companies and even countries. Think of it, a trillionaire, a nearly incomprehensible amount of money in the hands of one brilliant and polarizing person.
1, ignition,
This morning, the value of Elon Musk's SpaceX set to hit the stratosphere, taking his own net worth along for the ride.
And liftoff.
The rocket and artificial intelligence company expected to go public on Wall Street with a record-breaking valuation of $1.77 trillion. As even Main Street investors get their first chance to own a piece of the business for $135 a share.
We're embarking on a massive new growth phase, and we need capital for that.
Musk, also the CEO of Tesla, already orbiting above his fellow tech titans. He could soon be worth more than Jeff Bezos, Larry Ellison, Michael Dell, Mark Zuckerberg, and NVIDIA's Jensen Huang combined, putting his personal net worth greater than the GDP of more than 170 countries and giving him enough to spend $1 million a day for almost 3,000 years.
It's something that the world's never seen, which is why this is such a historical moment.
But as Musk is set to become the world's first trillionaire, he's facing new backlash.
There is no reason ever that one person should have that much amount of wealth.
The South African-born entrepreneur made his first millions co-founding PayPal and used that windfall to create SpaceX. A cult of personality, Musk launched from Silicon Valley into politics, donating millions to the Republican Party and Donald Trump, becoming a trusted advisor and leading the now defunct Department of Government Efficiency, where he vowed to slash government spending.
The chainsaw for bureaucracy.
A move that drew much criticism. All as SpaceX's business boomed, securing a $2 billion contract with NASA to land astronauts on the moon. It also controls XAI, Musk's own artificial intelligence company, and Starlink, a satellite network that connects entire countries to the internet.
Did you ever think there'd be a day when you'd see an IPO this size, a tech company this big?
I never thought we'd see something this big. Either you love him or you hate him, but those that have bet against Musk on the public markets, that's been the wrong bet.
When you say $1 trillion, the Wall Street Journal actually had a great article with a graphic and really put it into terms we can all understand when you try to imagine what $1 trillion is.
It's a lot more than $1 billion.
It's a lot more, and it's just so hard to wrap your brain around here. So think of it this way. If you had 1 million seconds, that would be 11 and a half days. If you had 1 billion seconds, now it's 32 years. 1 trillion seconds is 32,000 years. So we understand maybe 1 million is a lot, but 1 trillion is almost impossible to understand. 1 trillion pennies stacked on top of each other would go to the moon and back 2 times.
There's a great graphic.
That's 1 trillion pennies. So it's just almost impossible to understand how much money that is. And by the way, he has mentioned before, it's all of this money, this paper money, is tied up in his equity stakes of all of these companies. It's not like he has a bank account that has $1 trillion in it, but still, we have never seen one person in the history of the world amass that much money for his inventions, ideas, and founding companies.
It'll be interesting to see what SpaceX does today.
Anything could happen today, honestly.
Right.
And there are so many what we call retail investors. A bigger share of this IPO is from mom and pop investors, young people who want a piece of Elon Musk. They essentially want to buy a piece of space or Musk or just the frenzy and enthusiasm around this. The company hasn't made money, by the way. It lost money last year. Starlink, which is its satellite company, does make money. But there are also questions about, Elon Musk. Should some one person be that powerful? I mean, there are countries that rely on him,
And in our world, money is power.
It sure is.
Yeah.
Thank you, Christine.
Thank you.
Thanks for the perspective. Still ahead, 3-time Masters champion Phil Mickelson facing some troubling accusations this morning, accused of inappropriate behavior and kicked out of a San Diego golf club. We're going to have the overnight details on that.
And let's turn to the weather, get another check of the forecast.
All right, guys. Well, the heat is on both coasts. We're looking at record highs here in the East, New York, Lexington, Atlanta, Tallahassee, all with record high possibles. Heat indexes into the triple digits. And out west, we're talking about more records from Salem all the way down to San Jose, Bakersfield, 103 degrees. And you can see records likely right through early next week with triple digits in Medford, upper 80s San Jose, triple digits in Bakersfield. That's what's going on around the country. Here's what's happening in your neck of the woods. That's your latest weather. Hashtag PSSB.
All right, guys, those magical letters are upon us. For today's sneak peek, we've got Taylor Swift. She's had quite the week releasing a new track for Toy Story 5. And, of course, you saw her sitting courtside for that historic Knicks game. And last night she received a huge honor, becoming the youngest woman ever inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame. In an emotional speech, the 36-year-old superstar thanked her family for uprooting their lives to move to Nashville at the start of her career, and her fans for being there every single step of the way.
Nothing makes me happier than when someone tells me that they used to listen to my music with their parent, and now decades later, they listen to it with their own child. I'm good. Or that they listen to it with their best friend, or when a couple tells me that Love Story is their song. I'm humbled by the ways that fans have immortalized my songs in their own individual ways.
We're talking about, you asked a good question if Taylor writes for other people. She doesn't really, but like she helped Gracie Abrams write a lot of her stuff.
She lifts up a lot of
She lifts up a lot of artists, and that award means a lot to her. The other inductees, by the way, want to congratulate Alanis Morissette, Gene Simmons, and Kenny Loggins for that, and of course to Taylor.
Wow. Every time you do one of those Hall of Fame stories, I'm always like, I'm surprised they aren't in yet. I'm surprised that person.
She's the youngest of the Songwriters Hall of Fame, so I bet you that's the one that means the most to her, too.
Carson, thank you. Of course, your full pop start coming up in just a bit.
Working on it.
Also, a boost featuring a one-of-a-kind and adorable business just opened by a dog. That's right, a dog. You got to see it. But first, these messages.
Just ahead, guys, it's a big Friday concert out on the plaza. We have got Niall Horan live performing. We got a few hits. He's going to do some old stuff, some new stuff off the new record, and we will chat with the young lad. But first, your local news man.
Young lad.
It's 8 o'clock on Today. Coming up, wild weather. Another round of severe storms hitting the Midwest overnight.
Oh, my God.
Downpours, floods, and nearly 20 reported tornadoes. The threat pushing east today with tens of millions in the path. Al's tracking it all. Then, troubling allegations. Phil Mickelson accused of inappropriate behavior toward a woman at his home club. The golf legend now kicked out over what's being called unwanted contact. Coming up, the details and what it means for the three-time Masters winner. Then, touching tribute. The family of Lane Graves sharing a powerful video 1 decade after losing their son to an alligator attack at Disney.
We promised him at his wake we would turn this tragedy into good for many families.
How they are celebrating his life and inspiring other families. All that, plus the Empire fights back.
That I'm most definitely from.
Brad Pitt goes to the dogs. And who's ready to party? Niall Horan joins us live on the plaza for a concert you don't want to miss today, Friday, June 12th, 2026.
Today's our first Niall concert. It's Niall's 16th birthday. We made it on TV, Grandma. Travel from Nashville, Tennessee, Washington, D.C., Worcester, Massachusetts, and Greenville, South Carolina. We love you, Niall. Ready for Niall
That's a happy crowd. Welcome back. It's Friday morning. Nice to have you along with us on a summer morning. We're going to get a great concert this hour. Not just did a little sound check.
Yeah.
Good out there.
Now Horan's going to be playing for us. I love the Friday concert energy, by the way.
That's good. Looking ahead, we've got a beloved Today tradition that will return next week. The annual Father's Day adventure for the dads of today. Okay, this time, there, look at you. Are you playing mini golf?
A little mini golf.
Cute.
A little mini
Chatting
golf.
about fatherhood. Was Carson as good at mini golf as he is at regular golf?
The short answer is yes. Although I will tell you, some of his skills on the real golf course, they don't necessarily translate.
They don't translate. Okay.
But he did quite well. So did Al, by the way.
All right, it's going to be good. That's next week. Let's get to your news at 8 o'clock, and we'll start with those severe storms impacting millions across the Midwest. There were at least 17 reports of tornadoes in places like Illinois, Indiana, Wisconsin. In the city of Streator, Illinois, homes on a cul-de-sac you're about to see were reduced to rubble. There it is. While at Chicago's Midway Airport, both passengers and air traffic controllers were rushed to safety as the severe storms moved in. This wild weather has caused thousands of flight delays and cancellations across the country. And the threat for severe storms, it is not over. And that brings us to Al. Let's see what's on your map.
Guys, good morning, and good morning to you. And yeah, there's going to be another rash of severe weather right into the weekend. In fact, Illinois right now leading the country with tornadoes, unfortunately. Yesterday we had over 500 severe weather reports, and that made it a top 3 day for the year so far. Now, for later this afternoon and this evening, we've got 65 million people at risk from Burlington, Vermont, all the way down to Raleigh, looking at isolated winds, tornadoes. The good news is that tornado risk is low. We move on into Saturday, a much higher risk for St. Louis, Quincy, Illinois, Kansas City, wind gusts of over 75 miles per hour. The risk of tornadoes back up there again, and damaging hail. Sunday, the risk moves into the Northeast and Mid-Atlantic states for 23 million people. Good news, hail and tornado risk is low for that. And then we've got the heat to deal with. 80 million people from New England all the way down to South Carolina under heat advisories. With the humidity and the heat, it's kind of dangerous there. From Plattsburgh all the way down to Columbia, we could be looking at records. Guys?
All right, we'll come back to you in just a few minutes. Meanwhile, we turn now to a stunning video from California. A police officer there, a Pasadena police officer, accidentally shot by another officer in a case of horseplay gone wrong. Newly released dash cam video shows the officers joking around during a shift change in September. Suddenly, one officer pulls his service weapon, appearing to aim it at the driver. Then the driver accidentally fires through the windshield, wounding a colleague. Pasadena police said the officer was seriously injured but did manage to recover. The officer in the car was relieved of his duties. The incident is still under criminal investigation.
Well, now to a story that's rocking the sports world. According to an explosive report from Golf Digest, Phil Mickelson has been kicked out of a golf club near his home following allegations of inappropriate conduct toward a woman. These are allegations that Mickelson's attorney denies. NBC's Emily Aketa's got the story for us this morning. Emily, good morning to you.
Savannah, good morning to you. This all stems from an alleged incident this spring where Mickelson reportedly made unwanted contact with a female employee at a golf club near his home in San Diego. It's the latest controversy to involve Mickelson in recent years, from joining the polarizing Live Golf Tour to his public struggles with gambling.
He's one of the most recognizable faces in the sport. But Phil Mickelson's legendary left-handed golf swing will no longer be seen at the Farms Golf Club outside of San Diego. The three-time Masters winner kicked out following misconduct allegations, according to an explosive report from Golf Digest. The article revealing Mickelson allegedly approached a female employee inside the clubhouse earlier this spring and made non-consensual, inappropriate physical contact, according to the woman and multiple sources with knowledge of the matter.
The female employee went to her supervisor, who assessed the situation, initiated a review, and at that point went out to the course to confront Mickelson with the accusations. At that point, Mickelson was asked to vacate the course and left the premises.
A spokesman for Mickelson telling Golf Digest any misunderstanding has been cleared up, while a defamation lawyer who said he represented the golfer claimed to have video evidence contradicting the report but declined to provide it.
During our investigation, we uncovered that no video exists at the club because where the incident took place, there are no video cameras.
When asked about the Phil Mickelson allegations, the farm said they conducted a thorough, independent investigation and took decisive action, confirming the individual involved is no longer a member of the farm's golf club, without mentioning him by name. The last few years have been a roller coaster for Mickelson, who is widely considered one of the best golfers in history, with 6 major titles to his name. The following year, he made headlines for joining the controversial Saudi Arabia-funded Live Golf Tour. Then in 2023, a book book written by renowned gambler Billy Walters claimed that Mickelson had bet more than $1 billion over 30 years. Mickelson taking accountability at the time, writing online that he's gotten help and, quote, "I feel good about where I am now." The 55-year-old has only played once this year, missing the Masters and several live events due to a family health matter.
And with that ongoing family health matter, Mickelson's spokesperson telling Golf Digest it is uncertain when he will be able to return to professional golf. We should note Golf Digest did not name the woman, citing privacy, and she has not publicly come forward. NBC News reached out to Mickelson's attorneys and Live Golf for comment, but we have not heard back, guys.
All right, Emily, thank you very much.
The defending Super Bowl champions, Seattle Seahawks, they got some new bling to show off this weekend. The players, coaches, and staff all got their Super Bowl 60 rings last night during a private ceremony. The rings, designed by Jason of Beverly Hills, are said to be the largest Super Bowl rings ever made. The centerpiece includes a pair of Lombardi trophies, a nod to the franchise's 2 Super Bowl wins. They feature white diamonds and sapphires, and the top of the ring can be fully removed from the base, converting it to a pendant that can be worn as a chain.
Okay.
Right?
Oh, a little gift for somebody.
Right.
For the wags.
Yeah, for the wags.
Yeah.
I like that.
Okay.
All right. News is covered. How about you do a boost for us?
Yes. What is better than seeing a friendly golden retriever while you're out and about? Well, how about stumbling across a doggy kissing booth? That is just what Driver, the golden retriever, has opened. Oh, my goodness. In his Boston area home. Wow, that's a kiss. That's a French kiss. People walking by at the right time of day will see his kissing booth open for business. They're free to give snuggles, pats, and yes, even kisses, if that's your thing. Driver's owner Haley Scott says it's all about just spreading joy.
He had been like sitting on the end of the bed, and then he was like, I sense a customer. Ultimately, I'm doing this because it makes people happy. And so if this made you smile, just go do something to make someone else smile.
It's a great idea.
I mean, he has a very kissable face.
Yeah, he does.
What a sweetie. All right.
Well done, Driver.
Carson, are you one to kiss a dog on
I love it. Are you kidding me? I got my dog Bucky watching that. So excited. Finally get a little dog representation going on Today's Show. It's a beautiful thing. Guys, coming up in Pop Star, we're going to take a first look at this action-packed new survival thriller starring the one and only Brad Pitt. We'll get to that and a bunch of other cool stuff on the way.
Okay, buddy. Looking forward to that. First, though, a Today exclusive. The family of Lane Graves sharing a powerful video celebrating his life and his remarkable legacy 10 years after losing their young son in an alligator attack at a Disney resort. They're touching new message right after this.
And we're back at 8:15 with a moving tribute.
Yes, this Sunday will mark 10 years since a 2-year-old boy named Lane Thomas Graves was killed by an alligator at a Disney resort. On that day, his parents are going to release a video honoring their beloved son.
The family has shared that video with us, and NBC's Joe Fryer is here with their message. They are an incredibly graceful and brave family.
Incredible family. Good morning. You know, I had a chance to speak with Matt and Melissa Graves on the phone, and they want to thank everyone for their continued love and support over the past decade. That's why they've created this video, to focus on the incredible things accomplished through a foundation created in Lane Thomas's name.
The 9-minute video feels like a scrapbook, documenting not just the 2 years, 9 months, and 11 days that Lane Thomas Graves was alive, but also his enduring impact 10 years after his death. Lane had a special light about him and cared for his family deeply. His parents say, "We simply want to shine a light on our beautiful blue-eyed boy at this very difficult milestone."
Right now, authorities are still searching for this 2-year-old boy.
It was June of 2016 when Lane was tragically killed by an alligator at a Walt Disney World resort. Quickly, his family created a way to honor him, the Lane Thomas Foundation. Their focus, raising awareness about pediatric organ donation. Right now, more than 2,200 children are on the National Transplant waiting list.
We promised him at his wake we would turn this tragedy into good for many families.
The foundation also offers financial assistance so parents can leave work to care for their kids and not have to worry about non-medical expenses like rent or car payments. To date, they've helped about 200 families.
I want these parents to be able to fight for their children because every parent should be able to fight for their child.
Their cause has truly become a family affair. 2 years after Lane's death, the family welcomed a baby boy, Christian. His middle name is Lane. And Lane's older sister, Ella, who was just 4 when he passed away, is now 14. At a recent fundraising gala, she danced in his honor and made a pledge to carry on his legacy.
I can promise you that we will not stop helping Mesa kids. We have just started this journey, and I have some big plans for what will come next. Stay tuned for the amazing adventures in the future, and we are so thankful for your support. Let's blow them away. Hit it!
To his family, Lane was a beaming light of love, which is why the foundation's logo is a lighthouse. And that has attracted support from some pretty big stars like Tim McGraw and David Foster and Andrea Bocelli.
We wish you all the love and a fantastic night. It's great work you're doing, and I hope to see you really soon.
A decade after his death, one thing is clear. From the blue bows to the balloons to the many, many lights, that blue-eyed boy's legacy is still shining bright.
The family plans to release that tribute video on the Lane Thomas Foundation website this Sunday morning. In case you're wondering about the foundation's name, the family included both his first and middle names. That's because anytime someone asked him his name, he said, "I'm Lane Thomas. I'm 2." They started the foundation just days after he had passed away, literally in June of 2016. They immediately knew this is going to be his legacy, and 10 years later, that continues to be the case.
I can't imagine. I mean, such grace under those circumstances and all the good that they've done out of something so awful.
Exactly.
Wow.
Joe, thank you.
Beautiful story, Joe. Thank you.
Let us switch gears now and turn to the weather. Mr. Roker, what are we looking at?
All right, guys, thanks so much. We're looking at some severe storms, record heat along the East Coast. Behind this front, sunny and mild, Great Lakes, the mid and upper Mississippi and Ohio River valleys looking great. Got another front that may bring a few showers to the northern plains. The fire risk continues through the Southwest and the Rockies. It has been bone dry and warm, and that beautiful, bright, sunny sky continues from San Diego all the way up to Seattle. That's what's going on around the country. Here's what's happening in your neck of the woods.
Total Request Live, baby. Let's get the pop start.
What's happening?
Come on, we're doing it, Al.
Okay.
I'm excited.
Best time of the morning.
Let's go.
Do it.
Well, we're going to start with Jay-Z. One of the artist's tracks has absolutely skyrocketed in Spotify streams. Of course, thanks to the Knicks finals run. You can probably guess which track we're talking about.
Tell by my attitude that I most definitely from.
Yeah, it's a good point, Savannah.
Good debate. I call it an Alicia Keys song.
I think you're not wrong.
I call it a collab.
It is a collab.
Yeah.
Most of the lyrics are
Well, following the Knicks' thrilling comeback over the Spurs win on Wednesday night, streams for that song saw a whopping 1,245% increase here in New York City. We can only expect the streams for that Alicia Keys or Jay-Z track to continue as the Knicks look to bring home the chip on Saturday down in San Antonio. Next up's Brad Pitt. He's heading into the wilderness for a brand new film, but he's not alone. It's called Heart of the Beast, where Brad plays a military vet who's lost in the Alaskan woods with his combat dog sidekick. They fight the elements, hunger, and a pack of angry wolves.
Not the size of the dog in the fight that matters. The size of the fighting the dog.
No, you did not.
One last mission. We're not gonna die out here. I got you.
I don't know what's happening. That dog better make it to the end of that movie. I'm telling you that right now.
I'm with you, buddy.
I think the dog has better chances than the guy.
Maybe. Heart of the Beast comes out on September 25th. All right, next up, Little House on the Prairie. The classic series ran here on NBC from 74 to 83, becoming a staple of American television, and now Netflix has released the first trailer for the much-anticipated reimagining of Laura Ingalls Wilder's book series. The adaptation will see the Ingalls family try to make a new life on the American frontier.
There's no post office, no church, no school.
What do you think?
So small.
What we wanted, right? To be at the beginning of something.
Hello.
We're building a house.
That's just a little,
Neighbors.
just a little sneak peek there, guys. Do you think this is going to do especially well, given like how everybody loves Yellowstone and that Landman and kind of the whole world?
I was just asking Savannah, do you know, because I turned to you because you generally know the answers to it.
Because you were there in the olden times.
No. But do you know why they wore the bonnets back then?
Why? I'll tell us about the olden
To keep the sun off their heads.
Off the back of the
okay.
Basically.
How heavy was it pulling up that A-frame? Like,
Well, you know what? Sometimes you get that thing going, you know, you saw those logs. You know,
Mine wasn't so good. I had a genuine question.
And then you go and you'd have a Bud Light.
Yeah, right.
A ye old Bud Light.
You were not only the weatherman, you were also, you worked in the general store.
Actually,
you taught in the school.
It was before we had radar. We just put somebody up on a tall tree. I see something coming.
When you had to pull the water up from the well?
Exactly. That's right. Lassie, what happened? Timmy's in the well.
Little House on the Prairie premieres July 9th on Netflix. All right, next up, Tim Allen. He's been in countless roles, but one line will always be associated with him.
To infinity and beyond.
Yeah, Tim Allen's been voicing Buzz Lightyear since 1995, and now he's revealed that it's been both a blessing and a curse. In a recent interview with the Toy Story 5 cast, Allen says he needs to keep his mouth shut in public.
I cannot speak in public because of Buzz Lightyear.
Oh,
Because if I'm a very private guy, but if I'm in the stands, she likes sitting in the stands to see her Steelers play, so we got to go to these games, and she'll go, shut up. If you want something to eat, whisper to me, I'll go get it.
Text me.
As soon as I mention...
I guess, he's in line in the liquor store. I'll take the $5 scratch off. Someone's like, there's a Buzz Lightyear?
Yeah.
Buzz?
Must be tough when he goes to the dispensary.
I know. Oh, my gosh. All right, finally, we're going to end on Mick Jagger. He is Willie's guest for this weekend's Sunday Sit Down, and Mick opened up about working with the great Sir Paul McCartney.
Your musical relationship with Paul McCartney these days seems like you get along great and that you enjoy making music together. Has it always been that way?
Yeah, well, he did sing with us in the 60s on a couple of tunes, him and John. Like, we were going through a really hard time and they were very supportive, and we were making a record, it was difficult. And but I've never written with Paul. I don't think he really writes with anyone else. But I mean, Andy was saying you should write one with Paul, but we never got round to it.
Yeah. Well, there's time.
You can catch the entire interview this weekend on Sunday Today with our buddy Willie Guy.
Willie's just living his best life.
How about the guests that Willie gets? I mean, that should be in prime time. So it rivals SNL.
I hope Leo's next.
Wouldn't surprise me.
I know.
Seriously.
Come on. Guys, just ahead, the moment we've been waiting for all morning long. Niall Horan heading out to the plaza now for a full half hour of hits. It's his moment. But first, your local
He's a sexy
weather.
lad.
Guys, how good has it been having Niall back on the plaza?
We love you so much. You sound great. Dinner Party is out right now. When are you going out on tour? When can folks see you?
I'm heading out in Europe in September, and then in the spring next year, I'll be playing the Barclays Center over in Brooklyn. I'm playing all over the country.
More music ahead in the third hour.
Don't go anywhere. He's going to give us one more song. Dinner Party, by the way, streaming everywhere right now. We're back after quick checking the local news and weather.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC, or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.